What's going on, everybody? Brett here, and we're going to be jumping into our first ever Expert Play Phantom Draft here on Artifact, the card game by Valve. And joining me today, I have my buddy PROlane, who does a hell of a lot of these drafts, and he's kind of our resident expert. And he's going to be helping guide me through some of these drafts. Together, we are going to knock them out and hopefully get some value from this draft. It's going to take us one event ticket to enter. So we need to get to at least 3 wins to get our ticket back, which I think is doable. And 4 or 5 is just pluses for us. We're going to get packs, and I think that's the goal, is to at least 5 win this. So, PROlane, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hey guys, like Brett said, I play a lot of Artifact. I stream Artifact over on my channel, which will be linked in the description down below. And yeah, I play a lot of drafts. I'm in double-digit perfect runs now in casual and expert play. So I'm just going to be kind of helping him out, and hopefully we do well in this first attempt at expert draft.
We will, because we're going to open all the best cards, and our opponents are all going to suck.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump in. Confirm entry fee, absolutely. So this is, like I said, this is my first one. That's going to cost me, quote-unquote, money. I mean, they kind of gave me these when I installed the game. So we're not really losing anything, guys. If we lose, it's no big deal. But if we win, we have the potential to eventually start going infinite and doing as many of these drafts as we want, and hopefully opening packs and bring stuff like that to the channel. All right, here we go. Right off the bat, I am seeing, and I'm going to go ahead and say kind of what I think is a good pick, and then I'm going to go ahead and let PROlane kind of jump in, and we'll kind of bounce our ideas back and forth. And I think we've done drafts together off camera, and we work really well together, going over picks. And we usually end up kind of coming to a consensus and putting together some pretty sweet decks. So I think there are a lot of powerful cards in this pack. I'm looking at Annihilation, and I'm looking at Rumus's Blessing, however the heck you say that word, being maybe the 2 most powerful of the cards here. There's also, I mean, Pickoff is great, as well as Pit Fighter, who I value pretty highly. I've seen him do lots of work. And I also think that Beastmaster is a pretty good hero, because I think that red is a kind of a dominant, can't go wrong color. So what cards are you looking at, PROlane?
Yeah, definitely Annihilation. It's
right.
A top 5 card in the game.
Right.
Outside of that, I mean, I kind of agree. Pickoff and Remusc's Blessing are the 2 best cards we have available. Mm-hmm. Beastmaster, he is good. I would say he's probably the 4th best red hero in the game.
Okay. Behind
Bristleback, Legion Commander, and Axe. And so I would probably not pick up Beastmaster on a first pick, at least not on our first pack. If it was like our 3rd or 4th pack, maybe I would say pick him up, but I would probably go Remusc's Blessing and Annihilation here.
Yeah,
I like
so
Pickoff
well.
a lot. It's really more of a personal preference. I think Remusc's Blessing, you can play it on turn 1 if you happen to get a...
Right.
You know.
So guys, for those of you watching at home, I mean, the draft portion of this, it's going to take a while, because we really want to evaluate the cards. We're talking to each other, and, you know, I have a lot of experience with Magic and several other TCGs, and PROlane has a lot of other experience in TCGs as well, but definitely more deeply versed in Artifact than I am. Just several more games than me. So hopefully you find this section of the video informative and entertaining. And I agree with your picks. So this is what I'm envisioning. I think if one of these 2 cards was red, we could potentially take one of them and then grab Beastmaster and feel okay with that kind of synergy, that kind of early unity in our pick, so to speak. But I also see a pretty cool scenario between blue and green, that they have synergy with the blue heroes that can generate lots and lots of melee creeps. And we could end up going wide and then really benefiting from a card like this to boost health and potentially kind of overrun a lane. So that's what I'm already, you know, first picks in. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And if we see cards that lend to that strategy, like double dimensional portal, or we could also take another one of these blessings. Yeah, that's actually kind of tough.
Portal is a top 10 card.
I think so too.
I
think
would
so
probably
too.
just take double of that. I think Remiss Blessing is good, but I think just having 6 creeps is pretty
I, I
powerful.
think getting 2 of these in the same pack is a bit of a gift. And I think it's kind of a no-brainer. We're going to grab that. All right, so I'm seeing a card that I don't think I've played before. Remote Detonation.
Sure.
Interesting.
It's kind of a weird card. It's one that you can say the enemy has gone really wide on a lane,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have any heroes there, or you somehow do have a blue hero there.
Mm-hmm.
You use Remote Detonation, it does 5 damage to everything that your blue hero isn't blocking.
Right.
Which can be very, very powerful, obviously. It's just really situational.
I think you could set it up pretty easily, as you described, as sort of a one-sided board clear.
Yeah.
Which I think it... And honestly, the quality of the cards in this pack are not impressing me. I'm inclined to take a Stonehall Pike, as well as the Remote Detonation.
I'm not against Remote Detonation. The one thing I kind of am not a fan about with it is it costs 6 mana, which there's a lot of cards in blue that cost 6 mana.
Mm-hmm.
If it was me, it's kind of a toss-up for me between Arcane Assault and Remote Detonation. Collateral damage actually isn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, again, situational.
I think for the sake of trying out a new rare, and honestly, my TCG senses are tingling. Anytime I hear in my brain the possibility for a one-sided board clear that I can completely set up just by dropping a single blue hero in a lane, I think that could be good. And let's take this. This is a card we're not going to see another
It's not a
of,
bad
almost
card.
guaranteed. I don't think it's a bad pick. And then I value the Stonehall equipment pretty highly. I think they give you eventuality, which is great. So Storm Spirit here.
No.
Okay. Well, so I've never played with Storm Spirit. I want to kind of look at his card real quick, show the people at home what's going on. So his unique card is Ball Lightning. So move an allied black hero to an empty combat position in any lane. And he's considered a rare hero, so someone somewhere likes him. So after you play a black card in any lane, he gets +2 attack until end of the combat phase. So I think his big weakness, 1, his base stats are super low.
Terrible.
2, honestly, if his health was perhaps 8, something in that range, then you could maybe forgive his low attack because his overload passive synergizes. And I think the idea is, you jumping back and forth between lanes, whatever, and you give him big damage when he shows up, right? He almost feels to me like he belongs in a mono black deck, because Ball Lightning in a deck where he's the only black hero, it only targets him, and that just kind of sucks. There are so many better bound cards than Ball Lightning. So
yeah, I think general consensus is he's the worst black hero in the game.
Okay.
Between him and Lion, I agree. Like in a mono black deck, he can actually be pretty powerful if you're playing black cards a lot, and you're you're getting 3 or 4.
You're triggering his passive, and your Ball Lightning can affect every hero you have. I mean, being able to jump a Phantom Assassin,
Around,
to the exact position to get a kill. I mean, that's pretty sweet.
Pretty
Also, I mean, it comes down turn 1. So if you don't like his position as soon as he enters the battlefield and you have this in your hand, you just drop him in another lane and gank somebody. Right. I mean, I see the utility, I see the thought behind it. I just feel like, honestly, if I was in charge with my limited knowledge, I would probably just boost his health by 1 or 2. He just doesn't survive any of the red. There's just so many heroes, other black heroes, that just kill him outright as soon as he enters the battlefield. So, yeah, I don't like that. So I'm thinking of taking these 2 solid items and calling that good.
Yeah, I'm not against that.
I mean, we had Strafing Run, but I don't know how much we need that. Rick's here. We don't really have a hero yet. I don't know if we're banking on trying to get one on the last pick.
I mean, I wouldn't take Rick's here, just because I don't think he's good at all. But
yeah, I feel like we don't have good options.
Forward Charge isn't bad.
It's not.
So
just
that's probably what I would take is the two that you have selected.
yeah.
And Lion, that's rough. But
Yeah.
there's worse ones out there.
And then we open Crystal Maiden. Okay. The gods are not kind to us, but we also get another dimensional portal.
Which is nice.
Which
We also
is
get
nice.
a Tyler State Sensor or a Salamania's Favor.
Those are the two you're valuing behind dimensional portal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably Salamania's Favor just because... I mean, it depends on if we actually plan to play Lion or not. We don't really have to. We could play...
I'm not feeling the Lion pick, honestly.
But I would probably go Salamania's Favor, even though I think Tyler State Sensor is a better card. Just the way we're kind of drafting so far. Is looking more like a green
honestly,
blue.
we could almost... I don't hate buying times.
No, it's not bad.
I almost like staying blue, and then if we're taking buying time, I have to ask myself, why not just take Fractured Timeline? Which I've had be very oppressive to my opponents as well as against me.
Yeah, I think Fractured Timeline is better than Buying Time, but I think Salamania's Favor is just way better than both of those.
My only concern is that we're definitely blue, but
Right.
we're not definitely any other color yet, like at all.
Right, so I think we need to not just focus strictly on blue because of that. We're only like 12 cards deep, so I think you should still draft for value at this point.
Okay. I'll tell you what, we'll take your recommendation. We'll take Salamini's Favor. I've seen this card played a lot, but I've never seen it, honestly, I've never seen it do anything.
It's very good for ramping because, like I said earlier, blue has a lot of 6 mana cards.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a green hero in the left lane, you drop Salamania's Favor like in the middle lane on your 4 mana turn.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the mid lane with your blue hero, you have 6 mana.
Right.
So you can just start doing some strong things.
I like Abaddon and the Blessing here.
Much Blessing.
I think that's another good pickup. We have
Yeah,
triple
I'm not
dimensional
against
portal,
that. Yeah.
so Blessing I think is getting more and more valuable. And a lot of the drafts that me and you have played together off camera, we've really seen the power of Abaddon
Yeah.
to either stall a lane forever or to eventually take it over because he's like straight up immortal.
Right.
If the window goes by where your opponent can't kill him on that one turn, where he's got his shields down, it's just...
Yeah, a Disciple of Nevermore is a card that's hard to like pass up, but I think that our draft is just not going towards black at all right now.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Interesting.
This is a weird pack.
It is. I'm thinking of Zombie.
I like Tristan Standards even though we have no red cards. It's a very, very strong card that can really help later.
I was looking at that as well.
And Zombie versus Tower Barrage.
Like if we had Zeus
we have
right
zero
now,
minions right now. So I mean, Zombie's not a bad pick.
that's what I'm saying.
We definitely need some. So
Okay. Friendly Fire, Conflagration.
so Conflagration's a top 10 card.
Yeah, absolutely.
Friendly Fire is very powerful as well. It sucks we can't take anyone for me.
I
'cause
know.
like that card.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Friendly Fire Conflagration's just too strong.
Absolutely.
Cunning Plan, I love that card.
And I think here we go. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean we don't even have to use it. It's just whatever.
Okay, and Blade Mail last. I don't mind that. And we have a chance now to grab a Legion Commander. Wow, 3 gold mines in this pack.
Yeah,
As well
so
as
we
a-
take Legion Commander, we need to take Red Mist Pillager. It's such a good card, and it actually goes well with blue.
Mm-hmm.
You can put him on the end of a really wide lane, which is nice.
Right.
We're getting into that tricolor deck kind of mentality, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I think the way we're kind of building our deck so far, we're looking at kind of a red splash. I mean, we could have Abaddon splash. It's nothing wrong with that, I guess, if we went double
Right.
red, double blue. But
I think as long as whatever our splash is, I think those cards need to be lower costed. So if like Abaddon is our splash, I think that's great because his signature card is only 2 mana.
right.
And the green cards that we have that we really want to play, I mean, they're their turn 1 and turn 2 cards. So
Sure.
if we have a Baden in our opener, you know, we have the possibility of playing our splash.
Right.
Without, you know, we're not going to be picking up big Thunder Hides and stuff and trying to cram them in at this point. If
Right.
green is our lightest splash, I like this pick.
I like these 2 picks.
I would love to have grabbed
like
a burning oil.
Yeah. I was gonna say I like burning oil a lot, but it's just not on the same level.
Okay, we get another red mist pillager.
I like that.
So we have the opportunity here. So Better Late Than Never is not a powerful card, but it works with our deck. Selfish Cleric is a very decent, very solid creep. And then there's also Divine Intervention, which can just kind of single-handedly win you a lane.
Yeah, I think Divine Intervention goes better with our current deck.
Yeah.
But we are really light on minions, so it's kind of...
We'll see what we can pick up. I mean, Red Mist Pillager is helping, and you have to look at Dimensional Portal also. This is essentially, you know, 3 minions here. So with that in mind, it's like I think we're about on par. Oh, there's Prelix.
That would have been a nice pick.
Yeah, that would have been a good pickup. But I think here, I like Caught Unprepared. I've had this stun heroes for like 4 turns before.
Sure.
I would say that's definitely the upper end of its utility. And in the late game, when everyone's equipped, it doesn't do anything. So it's kind of it's a weird card to evaluate. I like buying time and then potentially Musket or Caught Unprepared. What do you think between Musket and Caught?
I think that
we already have a broadsword.
It's a weird card, but I can see its utility.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like Lightning Strike in this deck.
Really?
I think it's a strong finisher for 2 mana, and the possibility that we can still find an Ogre Magi in our next 2 decks makes Lightning Strike strong.
Okay.
I like that. I like buying time Lightning Strike here, I think, just because we know we're going to go blue.
Okay. I like that. So we could take a Blacksmith. It's not great.
Yeah, and probably Arcane Assault here.
Yeah. Not too excited about those picks here.
I like Rookery.
I do as well, and we can grab another buying time. So we can kind of lean a little bit into this lock synergy. And another buying time, Better Late Than Never. Those are good pickups for us.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay.
So we need another red hero, and Bristleback's pretty strong, and I like Ogre Conscript a lot.
Yeah, this pack kind of picked itself. So I think at this point, we really need to try and get a blue hero in the last pack.
Yeah.
And then I think this line is going to be replaced with a blue hero as well.
Right. Jamoy.
Jamoy. Yeah, I think we're going to have to rock a Jamoy.
It's fine. It's not a bad hero.
Yeah.
I like Ventriloquy, and I like Hellbear Crippler here.
Ventriloquy plus Hellbear. So I'm looking at New Orders plus Hellbear. I think our 2 red heroes are really strong.
Sure.
And I think we have enough early blue cards. And I want to make sure that we have some early red.
The thing is, you can put Ventriloquy on an enemy. So you can use it the same way you use New Orders.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you have that extra utility, I think, for it. You can only use New Orders on an ally.
I think what and you're absolutely right, but I think what I was trying to say was basically if you look at our card proportions right here, yeah, exactly. We're basically at the number we want to be at for blue already.
Sure.
But if we're running both of these red heroes, we're not really even that close to
I agree with
our
that.
red. So I was looking at New Orders to kind of round out our curve of the different colors, which is one of those things that makes Artifact unique. Timbersaw, who I also like. So here we have a chance to take Cloak.
I like Cloak and Pike both, actually.
Okay. So
I'm not big on Rebel Instigator.
As we mentioned already, like this card is great. I've had this like save me in games, and I've also had this save opponents in games. It's just a big guy that can swing a lane. We don't want, I don't think, any of the high cost green. We want to keep our green kind of like sub 5 mana. So you were thinking Cloak plus Pike?
Yeah, I like Cloak and Pike. You put both those on like... You put a Pike on a Baden and he can become a god.
I think... I'm debating between Combat Training and Pike.
I like Combat Training, honestly. You can make Bristleback super powerful with it. You can make Legion Commander.
I think I'm gonna lean towards Combat Training. If we didn't already have a Pike...
Oh, I didn't realize we already had
We have a Broadsword, a Blade of the Vigil, and a Pike.
Okay.
So I think our weapon slot is pretty good. I could replace like Broadsword with another Pike. That would be fine for me. But I think combat training is cool. Not great.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd take. Yeah.
Take a shield. We don't want black at this point. It's just not even a thing.
Furnace Blessing's not bad.
No. Soracon. Yeah.
I like Smash the Defenses here.
Okay.
And I actually like Intimidation. Like a 1 of Intimidation can be pretty powerful.
Okay. So if we're only playing Abaddon, and let's say that we are as our green splash.
Yeah.
If we cut, let's say either in my mind,
I'd probably cut a Furnace Blessing.
The Blessing. So then we're at 8.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm looking at this Golem.
I think it's a terrible card.
I think there's a good possibility to get it down. To sculpt our hand to the point where we get it down and it's just not a negative. Honestly, I want to try the Golem. If you're down with that. I mean, I just don't. Our options.
The thing with the Golem is I don't like the idea of him is great, but the way that mana seems to work in this game, you just never don't have like a card that you're willing to get rid of in your hand.
Right.
Like if you recall, when we were playing off stream, we were playing with Phantom Assassin. Like that's one card you're discarding when you use coup de grace, and even then you're like, please don't take X card. Every time.
Right.
This is gonna take that every card. So that's kind of like I don't mind taking it. I just don't know how much use we'll get out of it.
I just feel like we're not giving up it. We already have a Rookery. We're not playing these other 2 cards. We're already pretty good on items and Intimidation. I think it's overfilling the green that we already have, and we'll probably honestly in this pack, we'll probably pick up a better green card. Phantom Assassin.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, Arm the Rebellion's pretty strong for our deck, and one for me I like.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good.
Man, they do not want to give us blue heroes today.
No, they don't. Well, we're not going to play 4 buying times.
Yeah.
So
I would take an Arcane Assault over Better Late Than Never, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think being able to get initiative after a turn is underrated, and you also draw a card.
Okay. Well, how many of these do we have already? We already have 1 of these. And how many Better Late Than Nevers do we have? 2. Okay. That's fine. I think that's good. Do you want to consider picking up a Helm of the Dominator over the Arcane Assault? As like this would be our top end item, and as far as top end items go, it's relatively cheap.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I mean,
I don't think we're gonna play 2 Arcane Assaults.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure if we'll play 1. Honestly, we may play 1.
We don't have any Salamania's Incarnation or anything to make it like super powerful. So
not even like Tidehunter. Man,
yeah, it's hard to not take Tidehunter here.
We just don't have the red. Our red is just not deep enough for 3. I mean,
we would just have to be getting rid of green or blue if we did that. So.
I know. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm looking at the blue and I'm like, man, we have triple Blessing.
We can't get rid of blue because
Arm the Rebellion
are insane.
Divine Intervention plus and then in blue we have Annihilation plus Conflagration, triple Dimensional Portal. Yeah.
I agree. Heroicers. I would probably take Clear the Deck or Combat Training over Heroicers. actually. Either one of those I think are better.
Okay.
Probably clear the deck, honestly. It's like the one way that red can clear a wide board state.
Okay.
So I just think it's...
I'm going to take both of these because what I didn't realize the first time I cast this card, I thought it did nothing the turn it came down, but it's essentially two mana, give your hero 2 permanent health. It actually considers itself.
Like the time you used it.
And because we're playing Legion Commander, we're also getting duels.
No, that's actually pretty wise, yeah.
Yeah, so, and then we also have, we have new orders, which will run. So, there's a chance here. So we play this.
I can see it getting value.
Yeah, it could get some value. It's just a really cheap give your hero 2 health ability. Yeah. And if it ever comes into play after that, you're just kind of happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to take. Come on.
Dang.
Golly, man.
Yeah, I was really hoping for something blue.
Yeah.
So this is rough.
Jamoy's not bad, honestly.
He just has no attack.
Yeah, but that's not really why you play blue. Like, he has decent health, which is not nice.
Yeah. Well, okay. So we certainly want one of them in the opener because we need to make sure we have blue. And I think we do something like Bristleback. It's hard not to have Legion in the opener.
I would probably not play Abaddon in the opener. Yeah, just
Abaddon
because he's not going to have a lot of cards in our deck. Yeah, and
something like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Man, having double Debbie is just... It's going to draw us cards, but...
Double Jamoy.
Jamoy, rather. Yeah. Have Debbie on the brain. Okay, so I'm going to go through, put what I think we should have in the deck, and then we're going to make some changes from there.
Sure.
And right now, so guys watching at home, right now, this is not like the definitive cut. I'm looking at the cards. I'm saying, okay, what can I essentially not live without? What are our best cards? And I'm going in there and I'm grabbing them. So that now all we're going to have to do is go back and kind of round out the deck. These are like the cards that I know PROlane and I will not argue over, because I know that he loves Keen Folk Golem as an extremely powerful card. Damn, I'm so tempted to play this card. We're playing it. It's happening. Okay. Let's throw in the Favor. Okay, so we're up to 35 cards. Did I not put in a Rookery? Let's put in a Rookery. As well as the new orders. And the Heroic Resolve. Okay. So 38 cards. Our split is 15, 15, 8. So we're basically good now on green. We have 2 of our blessings. 1 Arm the Rebellion. All of these go very well with our triple dimensional portal. And our double, what are those guys called? The 5 mana, the Red Mist Pillagers, which are eventually going to go wide, hopefully. So now I feel like we add 1 more red, 1 more blue. And unfortunately we did not pick up something like an Ogre Magi, so Lightning Strike is, or a Zeus, so Lightning Strike just kind of feels bad. I feel like a Relentless Zombie could just be a kind of a crappy early drop, but someone that helps us go wide. Essentially is just there on the battlefield to eat melee creeps and to receive things like Arm the Rebellion as well as the Blessing.
I like Cunning Plan over Relentless Zombie.
Okay. I think that's a good addition. And we don't necessarily need to add another red card. We could go clear the deck, Crippling Blow. Did we add a single combat training? We did.
I'd probably go one of clear the deck if that's what I'm choosing between. Okay. I'm trying to look at what we haven't added.
I mean, this is pretty much the list here. This is, I mean, this is it.
I mean, I like Lightning Strike. I think
I
it's
would.
just a good kind of finisher card. I know it sucks not having Ogre Magi with it, but
Yeah.
it's between that and Clear the Deck for me.
I would value. Honestly, I want to add like 2 buying times to the deck and call it good.
Buying Time's a decent card. It can be a kind of a game changer. It just you don't really know how much value you're getting out of it.
Okay. Or even like combat training.
If combat training costs 2 mana, I'd be all about it.
Yeah, I know it does suck, but it does come down turn 1, and we're running both of our red heroes in the opener.
Yeah.
I would love to get that on either Legion Commander or Bristleback. I mean, a turn 1 Bristleback that does 10 damage is a 10-12.
Yeah.
That probably kills whatever hero he's in front of, if he's in front of one, which then gives him his armor. I mean, I'm just trying to envision scenarios. I value really highly cards that come down turn 1. There's nothing that feels worse in this game to me than clicking through my first turn in each lane and having played no cards. And I find that I win a lot more games if I'm able to establish my advantage as early as possible with cards that have permanent effects, like combat training, heroic resolve, and different types of cheap improvements like rookery. So that's just kind of where I'm at with that. So we're at 40 cards.
I think like either we just stick with what we have or we add a buying time.
Okay.
I don't think Clear the Deck's really necessary because we have so many, like we have Annihilation if we get to that point where we're
right. And we also have Conflagration, which we're hopefully just going to put in a lane and win that lane.
Right, yeah. It's a strong card.
Yeah. So, okay. Let's look at our items real quick. We can take a little breather. We can come back and see if we want to just throw in like double buying times, call it a 42 card deck, and call that good potentially. And that's where like my head is at. But I think we add a cloak for sure. We had the pike for sure.
I'm not really big on Blade of the Vigil with our deck. I like Broadsword better for what you're paying. I don't think the Cleave is worth losing 2 attack over the Broadsword.
I think the tankier your heroes are, the better the Cleave is.
Possibly. The thing about Cleave is it doesn't do damage if you don't have a target right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, I'd rather just do 2 extra damage to the tower, I feel like almost every time.
I look at it.
I do like Shield of Basilius. I do like.
I threw one of those in. We had 2 of those drafted.
Okay.
I threw in the Helm of the Dominator, and I threw in 2 Traveler's Cloaks to go with our Stonehall Cloak.
I like that.
So I'm also looking at putting in. I think we could put in both of our shields, and I think we run 1 broadsword, 1 blade, and that's our 9 items. And I honestly
what's our other weapon? Oh, the pike. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
We have a little bit of versatility there. Let's check what our items are. I could honestly also see running Barbed Mail.
I think Barbed Mail is very strong on Legion Commander.
I think it would be strong on any one of our heroes.
Well, Legion Commander already has 2 Retaliate.
Right.
So
I mean, it's obviously strong on our red heroes, but I think it's also very good on Abaddon, who just stays on the battlefield, soaking hits, and it could potentially mean the difference between losing this kind of wimpy Jamoy. Okay, I think our item situation is solid. So last chance. Do we just drop 2 more buying times in here and go with a 42 card deck?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. I'm good with this.
Yeah.
We're gonna register it, and let's find our first match, guys. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a match, and we're gonna call that the end of the first video. And it'll probably be something like if we win, that is, taking that for granted. Probably gonna be something like a 3-part mini series for you guys watching at home. And looking at our opponent's deck, they have double Tinker. That was the first thing that stood out to me.
Nice to be killing Luna turn 1. Double Tinker can be kind of obnoxious. I don't think you need a duel.
We don't.
She moves, like if she uses Cunning Plan or something.
And I don't think we play Crippling Bear either, because it just trades.
No.
We could
You kind of want to
potentially
save the mana in case she moves, like her hero, then you can duel her.
Right.
But she doesn't, which is nice.
And we're going to get that 2 armor.
Yeah, it's so nice.
So that's huge. And if our opponent doesn't have a play here, they're going to be in for a tough time. We can play this bear down early. Oh, that's unfortunate. So the Janata procced, which is a 50% chance to give Bounty Hunter 4 attack. So they're going to just be trading. And I think we take advantage of this. We have a very a position here that's going to allow for our Hellbear to get in for a lot of damage over the next few turns. Unless he drops something right in front of it. But that's okay. That's an even trade. And we're just making a lot of even trades here. And we'll still be in a dominant position.
Yeah.
In this lane. And we're going into the next lane still having initiative. Which is a big deal.
So, battlefield control actually kills Tinker here.
Okay. So we just change our target from here to here.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good play. So killing 2 of our opponents' heroes right off the bat.
I'm ready to prove myself.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's all good.
Yeah.
And then we pass. And we maintain initiative going into the next round. We have 16 gold, which feels pretty great. Wow, we can
extra
grab it.
Stonehall Cloak is nice.
That's very nice. And I'm going to take the Blade of the Vigil as well.
I would have taken the Town Portal Scroll as well.
Yeah, that might have been nice.
Because Jamoy is pretty much dead here, but I think we just kind of expect that.
I think I'm going to go Abaddon, center lane. And if we like, we can arm the Rebellion as soon as he hits the battlefield, as soon as we get to the center lane.
Sure. I like him in mid lane.
Yeah, same.
We already have somewhat of a dominant position there.
So we're just going to arm the Rebellion, give our minions +2 attack, 1 armor. This minion is going to survive, and we're going to come dang near close to killing. Oh, also Blessing. That might be better. So we drew a ton.
How much mana do we have? We have 4 mana here.
Yes.
So I think Blessing is better just in general because it affects Abaddon.
Right. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. I don't think we need to play anything in this lane right now.
I kind of want the Stonehall Cloak. I don't know if we want it on him, but we want it to go down this turn.
I think we want it on Jamoy.
Yeah, it can be pretty powerful.
I mean, imagine a Jamoy with a Stonehall Cloak plus the Blade of the Vigil. That's kind of where my head's at right now. And he's just kind of this unexpected sweeper.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Sucks a little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah, I think we're just fine. And that's another reason we've kept our costs down on our green cards. They're very impactful early game cards. If that had to happen to a lane, we actually wanted it to happen to this lane.
So this is don't cunning plan yet, because I guarantee he's gonna change the do that.
Yeah,
first.
absolutely.
He's gonna change the target of his minion.
Yes,
and
he's gonna make the assassin attack.
Kind of a not well known knowledge about this game is whenever you have a unit like that changes its target by you manually, it's actually targeting the ground under your hero. So now when we swap Cunning Plan, we swap the 2 of them.
It'll be attacking.
Right.
Yes.
It won't he won't turn and still attack Jamoy.
Right.
He'll attack both of them will be attacking that minion. So
awesome. And now I'm going to give him also Blade of the Vigil.
Yeah, which is strong.
Check out how buff Jamoy is right now.
Yeah, and every turn he's just going to get more and more health now.
And we're back up to a pretty wonderful 8 gold. We can just pick up a cloak and draw a card here. And I think that's pretty worth. Now we just need to draw our golem. So he's coming down with 4 heroes this turn.
Yeah, this is kind of rough.
This is what
yeah,
I'm thinking.
that's probably what I would do.
The only hero, honestly, that I'm scared of is Earthshaker.
Bounty Hunter can be pretty strong. We just need to try to kill Luna every time we get a chance to.
Our ace in the hole here right now is definitely our duel.
Right.
If he goes too light in one lane, yeah. So I think this is perfect for us.
He went triple mid against our solo
Yeah.
Abaddon, and that feels pretty good.
Yes. Golem. Okay.
So I think here...
We just draw a card first.
Yeah, draw a card first.
Another duel. That's great.
That's good. So I think Messenger Rookery is good here, and then we can tell our Bristleback to attack the tower.
Or do we want to put the Rookery in a different lane?
So we're gonna duel the Luna for sure.
Yes.
When we get to the third lane.
Absolutely.
I think we're gonna Trisden's the. How much mana do we have? We have 5 mana,
5.
so we can't Trisden and duel the same turn.
No.
So I would probably Rookery the first lane still here.
Really?
Yeah, just because we want to get damage on the tower as soon as we possibly can. He doesn't have any heroes here, and he can't put them here for 2 turns.
Okay.
So I think that can be pretty powerful if we can just keep avoiding attacking minions. And I like Trisden's here. Because we can't play it last lane this turn anyways.
You're right.
And we're kind of snowballing at this point.
Mm-hmm. And now we can arm the rebellion.
Oh, my machines will tear
Are we gonna get any kills?
I
if
don't
we
know.
arm the
That's what
rebellion?
I'm asking myself right now. So no, I mean the answer to that is no. And none of our minions survive either way. It just puts more damage on them. That's really all the value that I see.
Yeah.
Aphotic Shield
Brings him down to
brings
1.
him down to 1. But that's not relevant, I don't think. Honestly, I think we just borrowed time.
I don't know that we need to borrow time.
We absolutely don't. I mean, to be honest.
I think
let's
Aphotic
pass.
Shield is actually not that bad. Like the chance that we could possibly like top deck a Conflagration is pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we duel here. I would probably duel
Let's
before
duel
you.
first.
Yeah, I agree. And you want to duel the Luna?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Now we can hook her up with the cloak.
Yeah.
I'm ready to stand with the vanguard. Interesting.
Hmm.
So 9, you're doing 8.
I think this is fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine too.
I won't lie. This is gonna
Okay,
hurt.
so 9/9.
Yeah, there's just nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we don't have a weapon to put on her. Yeah. It's gotta kinda be. So he's gonna have a laser up this next turn.
We'll save the gold, hope to get an item.
Yeah. Come on, Conflagration top deck.
Right.
Okay, not bad. Another duel is actually pretty
We're
nice.
getting some good cards.
Yeah.
We just don't need to play anything in this lane whatsoever.
Right, yeah, we're just winning it pretty hard.
Gotta remember though that we are able to draw a card next turn.
With both of them.
Mm-hmm.
The sooner they're dead.
So here,
Get paid.
I would be aware of him trying to pull something.
Yeah, he's sitting at 6 mana. Which
Yeah.
is
I would probably pass just to see what he does.
Okay.
And then, you know, if he decides to move some stuff to target Abaddon, then you can go invincible.
Right. Kind of just hoping he lets the trade happen. I mean, he also has laser. He can disarm us.
Yeah, but we don't really, I think, really care about that. How much health does he have? His, yeah, that guy. I can't, it's kind of blurry to me.
Oh, sorry. We have Tinker, Bounty Hunter, and Earthshaker.
Yeah, how much health does Earthshaker have?
Currently 7. He's taking 4, and he's going to go up by 2 thanks to the Stonehall Cloak.
Okay.
We'll pass again.
Yeah.
Expecting the laser. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't do it.
I cooked up something special.
Double March of the Machines in the right lane.
Yeah, that can be kind of annoying. It wouldn't surprise me, honestly, if he didn't laser the minion here. That's weird.
Ow. Okay, we can take one of these items here. I think this is going to be the best opportunity we
I
have
think
to cast
it
this.
would be better to use it on yourself.
Oh, correct,
Yeah,
absolutely.
better.
Okay, so we got another Blade of the Vigil. Not bad.
And then I'd probably just pass here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Expected.
Yeah, if we didn't do that first, or if we passed first, we were just going to get lasered and lose him anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. And this is rough because it's like, now where do we
I still
contest?
think you go last lane with her.
Really?
Yeah, you have 2 duels in your hand.
So here's the thing, if I put her mid, which has way more HP, we can double duel and kill like a bunch of these guys. He also has Fissure. So if we maintain, is there a possibility of us having initiative when we get to the middle lane so we can kill Earthshaker
You're gonna
first?
have initiative. You have it already. You're not gonna do anything first lane. So yeah, I agree with that.
We can stun him out of his Fissure.
Yeah,
Kill
you're
him
gonna
out of his
get
Fissure.
Probably disarmed after that, but we'll see.
15 seconds remaining.
I think that's.
I
So
think
you
our
can
right
four
lane
man.
is just gonna die right here.
Yeah, the double march is pretty rough.
Yeah. I mean, it hits tower. I don't think we can stop it.
I don't think we draw a card here
I
with
don't
Jamoy.
think so either.
Man, that would be such a nice card to have in the mid lane. Friendly
Yes.
fire.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, so we're going to keep our initiative, guys. And boom. So we've exposed core, but unfortunately the other 2 lanes are going somewhat poorly. But after we dual Earthshaker, the board should look a little bit different.
Yeah, I agree.
If we don't dual Earthshaker, he stuns Abaddon. And then is free to use some of the ridiculous blue cards that he probably has in hand.
So,
So
that
we're
was
disarmed.
expected.
So disarm's effect is that it doesn't do any damage. So I think if we try to duel again, it doesn't work.
Can you aphotic shield being disarmed?
I think honestly, I don't know. So if I'm thinking what you're thinking,
You
First
can
off-
aphotic shield. If you could, yeah. First, you can do Blade of Vigil first.
yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
I'm thinking if you aphotic shield and it does break the disarm, then you can duel again.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we have enough mana to do that. It's just a case of who do we duel.
I think you duel Tinker.
Okay. Yeah,
And you'll
because
also
Bounty Hunter
kill
wrecks
at
us.
the end of the turn.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's really good. So I think that's certainly the line. We could also
Yeah.
give. Oh man, if we had one more mana, if we weren't suffering from this dude's effects, we could New Orders and kill the Bounty Hunter. Well, we can't anymore. But New Orders potentially taking out. We could have changed his target to attack there. Let's aphotic shield.
Yes, wow, it's so nice.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure that was gonna work, so it's nice.
I
that
was
it
I
is.
was pretty sure it was gonna work. That's
So
a
you
really
can
strong.
actually, you can live if you fight the bounty hunter now that you have 3 armor.
Yeah, but
And you
then I
still
think we
kill-
died to the Luna.
You have a healing salve you can use after you duel.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, let's prevent the
11 damage.
11 damage to our tower, which is just absolutely brutal. And Tinker has just used his ability, so it's no longer relevant.
Yeah, I mean, Legion Commander just
This'll kill someone.
killed 3 heroes.
Right.
Healing salve.
I'm not
Yeah, that feels so good, that turn.
Mm-hmm. And we can just pop this to heal for 4. I know, it doesn't feel great because we're giving up, you know, the
Yeah, I
invulnerability.
mean, it's only a 2-turn cooldown. They're going to be dead for 2 turns, so I guess it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah, just like a little mini healing salve for us.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice turn.
Yeah, we took out 3 heroes. We pocketed 16 gold. And this is why we didn't contest this lane, guys.
To worry about.
Yeah.
Double March of the Machines plus Trebuchet is not a reasonable lane, especially when we don't even have the numerical superiority in the lane. We can't contest that. So now we just need to win mid, and we're going to come down with our buff Jamoy.
Ooh, I like the pike.
I think we take Portal to move one of these.
To move the bristle over.
Yeah.
15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And now we have Friendly Fire.
Right.
And I don't think we have to be scared of drawing our cards now.
We haven't gotten any of our D portals yet. Battlefield control feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm going to talent
Yeah,
Portal him out right now.
yeah, and then draw the card with Jermoy.
Yeah.
I will consult my ancestors.
Okay, nice. And yeah, I think you just kind of
Yeah, that's good.
pass here.
We have to remember that he's going to be able to drop 3 heroes next turn.
Right. Friendly fire is going to be strong next turn.
Mm-hmm.
We are killing the sensor, which is nice. I mean, it's
We can shield Jamoy. Draw a card. Honestly, I'm looking at this golem.
dude, our cards are too good in our hand.
I mean, they're great.
Friendly fire is so good.
Oh, absolutely. I think, honestly, it'll come down not... If this drags on too much longer, this could be a finisher.
Yeah, sure. I just don't think we need it right now. I would draw the card before you do anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the card we wanted right there.
Right. And we can also do combat training.
I think it has to be
anyone.
right here, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. That's
Oh,
that's one of the good things about combat training. It's kind of unique, isn't it? The fact that it's a red card that doesn't need to only target a red hero.
Yeah,
There's
most
so
red
many-
cards do.
Yeah, there's so many cards that have that effect. Interesting.
So that's a strange hip fire.
I need to be ready.
Okay, yeah, so D portal combat training here.
Yes, and the next turn we'll have Arm the Rebellion.
Right.
Unfortunate curves,
Yeah, it's fine.
because I was hoping to give this to Abaddon.
I would almost give it.
Well, the thing is, so Legion Commander can kill anything she attacks,
Yeah.
and Jamoy is also pretty buff. Abaddon just doesn't kill anything.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, and then we pass.
That feels good. And yeah, Arm the Rebellion next turn. The thing is, we're winning the mid lane and they're winning the right lane, and mid lane goes first. So,
Right.
and on an empty board, this golem actually doesn't look that bad. And we have our mana back now, so we could actually do something. What could we do?
I think we're gonna end up friendly fire battlefield controlling next turn.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they didn't put 3 heroes in this lane.
If they don't, they're just gonna lose the game, I think. So.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. Have priority. Pass, pass.
I always maintain my machines.
I like the shield.
I do too, but I'm thinking.
It's too late for money. To care
Well,
about money,
it's not
I
the
think.
money. It's just the 2 attack. We could put that on Abaddon. It's 2 more damage on the tower.
Yeah.
I don't think the armor is going to save us, but an extra card plus 2 more attack might. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think attack is wise. We need to be really careful of that Echo Slam.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you put it mid for sure.
yeah. And we, our heroes are actually pretty nicely spaced out. Echo Slam only affects enemy neighbors. So the fact that our heroes are like staggered. So if he Echo Slams, he only hits 1 hero and 2 minions. So
2 nasal goos.
I don't think any of this matters.
No, I think we don't have initiative, so
We just draw
yeah,
a
might as
card
well
anyway.
use that. That's
It's
a
not
good
bad.
card.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We should either expect a big Echo Slam. God damn.
did he kill our blue hero too? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Sucks. Okay, so
Damn.
I think first thing we're gonna do here is you're probably going to want to put an ogre conscript in front of the bounty hunter,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna. Does no orders only affect red heroes?
15 seconds remaining.
We could put our golem in front of the bounty hunter and kill it.
Well, I think we're gonna be able to kill it. Just go with new orders on a bed,
Yeah.
or is that only a
It
red
does.
hero?
No, it's just choose an ally. So that totally works. But I'd be surprised if he doesn't use fissure, which will stun us. Which means we won't do any damage.
This will give me the edge I need.
But if we can new orders our bristleback and kill the Luna. And that fissure can't stop us from doing that.
Yeah, that feels good.
Getting stronger.
And he'll kill it, and he'll also get 2 more armor for killing it. And if he doesn't do anything, I think we borrowed time once again.
Yeah.
Heal up, that was a 9 heal.
You might as well put the poaching knife on him.
On a bad? Yeah,
Yeah.
I sure will.
So fast.
Yeah, and he stuns us. And we're
This is
actually
gonna
going to
be
get some
rough.
gold off of it.
Let the siege begin.
Well, we're not gonna be attacking because we're stunned.
I don't think he needs to attack. Just an enemy hero dying in the lane. So we should get 5 gold off of the Luna dying, is the way I read it. And we
Oh,
did.
yeah.
I think so. Yeah. We got 10 gold there.
So we're 2-turn clock here.
Delightful.
Easily gotta have a lot of gold. We don't have any heroes spawning. This is gonna be
Warfare
rough.
is my specialty.
Yeah. That Echo Slam is just such a nearly impossible card to play around.
Yeah, it's rough.
I mean, if we didn't put the Bristleback in that lane, we just wouldn't have a Bristleback now. But going wide with the Bristleback made it so that we were even more vulnerable. We just needed a way to like keep initiative. We just didn't have it. I would be.
Well, even if we did, we wouldn't really have a way to have stopped the echo.
Yeah.
So he has laser up. We did get a lucky curve.
Mm-hmm.
Not having a blue hero is rough.
I know. That's exactly what I was
We
thinking.
have initiative right now. Is there anything we want to do with that before we draw a card?
All we can do, Arm the Rebellion doesn't do anything. And then we have Vicious Nasal Goo, basically.
Yeah.
And Smash their defenses, which just draws us a card.
Yeah, so I think we draw the card.
Seconds remaining.
So the mayonnaise flavor.
Yeah, it's not going to do
Pretty
anything.
Mm-hmm. So we need to survive this turn. I think we equip the pike, and then we drop the golem probably in front of the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Sucks, we're gonna be getting rid of a lot of cards.
Yeah.
I'm liking my odds better already.
We can play one more card. We can play the Favor. Or we can Vicious Nasal Goo something.
Vicious Nasal Goo I think is a pretty strong card actually, if there's a target we want to use it on.
There's no real effective target, honestly.
Yeah.
Put something on you, mate.
But it does boost our guy. Thanks to our Tresden standards.
A new toy to play with.
We could choose a combat target. Alright, here we go, Big Golem. Do your thing.
It's a lot of good cards.
Yeah. But we just straight lose the game if we don't do this.
Right, yeah.
And that also, we brought our Bristleback out of death. Okay, so our opponent just had it. Never didn't have it. And that's going to be game, guys. And it was a hard-fought game. And yeah, of course, he also had the Assassin's Veil to finish us off. Yeah, that Echo Slam, that single-handedly won the game for our opponent. And for those of you who don't know, it deals damage to each enemy equal to the number of enemies. So because we went wide in that lane, we were very vulnerable to having that happen to us. And that's why Earthshaker is a rare hero. So let's head back to the main menu. Guys, once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. I hope you enjoyed the draft portion of this video, as well as the first bit of gameplay. Don't take it too hard that we lost our first game. It happens. Honestly, I think we were firmly in control of that entire game until that Echo Slam. And cards like that are just so swingy. We also didn't see our Annihilation. We didn't see our Conflagration.
Yeah, we only saw one D portal.
Yeah. We basically weren't able to execute our plan, which is to go wide and then buff things up. So our red heroes actually were, I think, were the MVPs these battles, with our duels on Legion Commander. But yeah, we ended up doing a lot of work. But Echo Slam, man, you gotta expect it. So especially when you're playing blue decks, it's Zeus, Earthshaker, Skywrath Mage, and Luna. They all have some pretty powerful board clear that comes online at 6 mana and 7 mana. And if you're not prepared for that, you're probably just going to lose the game. So thank you so much for watching, guys. We're going to pick this up in just a minute, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.